Yeah, because who cares that the alliance is more or less just increased by a third?
Yeah, it was at that point it was around 40% increase.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much random.
And it's also one of those things where we have these 10 powers, which means we have 10 characters who are huge political figures. What are they actually doing? Because you pretty much never hear anything about them.
Trying to kill each other,
Yeah, but how do
at
you
least
know?
in the Empire.
But what have you heard about them? Okay, Hudson made a small comment about what they're doing in Merope. When's the last time you heard anything from ALD or Torval or Winters or Young Rui, Antal, Ashling, Denton, Archon? Compare that to what we hear constantly about politicians in the real world.
Well, ALG and Asling didn't have anything ever since the coronation, right? I think only Patreus had some
Well, he got
spotlight every now
promoted
and then.
to admiral afterwards.
Yeah,
Admiral of the fleet. Well, promoted. I don't know if it's a promotion. Was he a
Yeah,
senator
and
originally?
the capital ship that they built.
and it feels like why don't they have a staff writer or something like that who just writes up stories along a storyline for these people?
And the problem is that power play seems to have no correlation with the story either. When Patreus was promoted, he was on his third month without an expansion. I mean, at that point in the Roman Empire, you'd probably get executed, not promoted.
Yeah, but if you look at the American Empire, that seems like a reason to, you've now successfully managed to go bankrupt with 5 casinos. How about a presidential run?
What a time.
I mean, that seems like a reasonable reward for that.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he's not in
Sounds
the Federation.
No, but I mean,
oops.
it takes some skill
Wasn't
to
paying attention.
actually bankrupt a casino, doesn't it?
Apparently not.
Well, I think it
Oh,
was
yeah,
actually. I mean, it depends on where it is. Certainly, if you're in Vegas, then it would
Vegas?
be tough, I guess. I thought they were in Jersey City or something, or Atlantic City in Jersey.
No idea.
I mean, certainly it's easy to bankrupt it if you don't get it off the ground, actually. Like, you spend a lot of money in building it, and then something happens during that process, and you lose investors, and the whole thing crumbles before you start making money.
Yeah, I suppose. Actually, speaking of Trump, I've realized he often tells the truth to a surprising degree because whenever he says you won't believe, he's correct.
That's a start.
Okay, there we go.
Like, you won't believe the amount of stuff we find here. Yeah, you're right. I don't. Sorry to.
Man, you really derailed it now. We
Yeah.
were supposed to stay on topic, man.
Well, does Trump has any plans to make dynamic, what it's called?
Make power play great again.
That build the cultures?
We're gonna build a wall around Sandro.
Whoa. Hey there, buddy.
And we're gonna make the galactic intern pay for it. I mean, he can afford
He
it.
has lots of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can afford it.
Yeah, definitely.
Vectron can't run for president of the United States because, like
No.
like our current president and Ted Cruz, he wasn't born in the United States.
Yeah, but you know who can actually, you know who was born in the U.S. and can actually run for U.S. president?
Me? Well, not yet. I'm not old enough.
Boris Johnson.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be even better.
Well, I don't actually know if he has a U.S.
Well,
citizen, but he was born in New York.
but not to U.S. citizen parents. But I guess if he was born in New York, then technically, as long as it was legal. I think there's some. If it's not to you, there's certain requirements on residency if you're not like 100% kosher on like your parents and you being born as you should be in the United States.
Or by birth, if you're born in the United States or one of its territories, you are automatically granted citizenship, apparently. Oh, that makes sense because that's why they're talking about anchor babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never talk about anchor babies if you're out sailing. That just sounds horrible.
Salty semen and anchor babies. Where could you go wrong?
One of the greatest additions that Horizons did is the SRE. I love driving around that thing and then suddenly, crap, there's a canyon wall that I didn't notice and I'm tumbling down.
Agreed.
Oh, I like it if it's 1G and higher.
Yeah, but what I mean is, when you're driving what seems to be uphill and what you think is just a small hill down again, and it turns out that that uphill is the edge of a 10-kilometer deep crater, and you're just tumbling down the edge of it.
Then you can
Happened
show
to
if you
me
have
when
wings.
exploring.
Sorry. Then you can show that you have wings.
Well, you could pretend to be Seal for a moment.
Yeah.
No, R. Kelly, sorry. R. Kelly's the one who believes he can fly.
Ah, okay. Many people believed that they could fly.
I think it was someone who played Superman actually believed he could fly and he jumped out a window.
Well,
Seriously?
flying is just the act of falling without hitting the ground, so technically you are flying until you hit the ground.
How's it going? So far, so good.
It's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop at the end.
Yeah. I actually saw some kind of I think it was a documentary on Discovery Channel or something where they were filming inside an ER, and some 10 or 12-year-old kid arrives and he's broken half a dozen bones in his body because he fell out a window. And at some point, one of the nurses says, "Did it hurt falling out?" No, not at all. But seriously, no. Didn't hurt until I landed.
So true.
And then you can just see him starting to laugh and then crying pain, and basically with a look on his face that says, "Yeah, this pains me, but it was worth it."
Crazy
Sure.
people.
Ooh. I'm on my side, my SRV right now. Turns out you can actually just use the tilt function to get back on your feet. Well, wheels. That's nice.
So, Aiden, would you like to talk a bit about the lore and background of UGC?
If you want.
Sure, go right
So
ahead.
Perhaps first I should talk a bit about the fan forum elitedangerous.de,
Okay.
because this was one of the first groups from there. So let's rewind a few years back before the release of Elite. You had the Frontier forum, and it was all English, except that they allowed one thread per language to do in another language. So there was one thread that was German, and as we didn't know if there would be subforums sooner or later for language specific ones, a few people just said, okay, then we have to do it ourselves. And they started elitedangerous.de as a home for all the German community that wanted, in addition to the Fronti forum, to talk in German with each other. And it was a very slow start, so a few dozen people over the first half year or so. And I was nearly there from the beginning and was invited as one of the first moderators there. So I'm part of the team there for more than 2 years. And as the numbers grew, the commanders wanted to show that the German community, the German-speaking community, is also present in the galaxy. So that's where the logo and the name United German Commanders is originally from. We had polls there, and we had different logos and so on. And the final winner was the logo of the UGC, the United German Commanders. Although our community is for German-speaking commanders, so we have mainly people from Germany, from Austria, and from Switzerland, but a few are spread around the world. And then nearer to the release of Elite, the first groups formed. So before it was far too small to form groups, and they wanted to fly solely under their own name, and more popped up, and some people decided, okay, we will drop the UGC tag to use for everyone and restart as a normal group among many. And it was not easy, but we managed it, and it grew and grew over time. Um, a few weeks before the dangerous games really started, a few people got together and, okay, let's write some lore that fits to us and so on, and it's developing and developing. What you have seen during the dangerous games is how we handle things. So we wanted to get into contact with the international community. We are well known on the EDE forum as one of the bigger groups there, but no one knew us in the international community. So we wanted to give an impression in roleplay style about how we like to act.
So I'm running into a slight issue here. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm running into a slight issue of plotting. Oh, finally the route went
Okay,
through. Yeah.
What was your exact jump range?
Sorry?
My exact jump range?
Also, okay, sorry.
Let's go to the map. There you go, 56.79. It just, it took a while for it to plot a route there. Maybe like 3 minutes. And I'm about 10k in now.
So about 15k to go.
Yeah. So about two-fifths of the way there.
Tried at about 913 or 931 light years away from your position now.
Okay. Well, the it's gone through now, so next time maybe I'll try a shorter route.
Yep.
Planning. Okay. Sorry about that, Aiden.
No problem. No problem. Should I give you a short description of what we have right now?
Sure.
So we have an independent system surrounded by imperial systems.
And what's the name of this system? I don't know if you want to make it public.
It's Wapir. It's public anyway because we've written it all the time during the wildcard games as Visions of Wapir. So WAPIYA. That's our home system. And our home station is Brothers Vision. That's that were the two things we've developed lore around.